I suppose some introductions are in order.
That is not helpful. Can I help you? Ah, you're the new 5th year. I'm Sebastian Sallow. Welcome to Slytherin.
Thank you.
Not everyone has a ministry escort to school.
He was a friend of Professor Fig's who merely joined us for the ride.
Still, impressive. Dreadful way to go, poor fellow. Glad you and Fig are all right.
Professor Fig and I were lucky to escape with our lives.
Indeed. And how did you escape?
It's all still a bit of a blur, to be honest.
Didn't mean to press. You just get yourself settled. We can talk more later.
What book were you reading?
A spell book I picked up. Has a few interesting. I'm sure you'll find out soon enough. But not every...
Are you saying some spells aren't taught at Hogwarts? Which ones?
Seems I may have met a kindred spirit. That is a conversation. It was good meeting you.
I wouldn't do that if I were you. Ugh, not going to move there, are you?
Here, watch this.
Don't say I didn't warn you.
Checkmate.
Told you. They should have listened to me. Ah, I know who you are. You're the new Slytherin, the one who barged in. Interesting tactic on your first day, taking all the attention. I'm Imelda, by the way. Shame I wasn't with you in Fig. I could have lured that.
Perhaps Professor Fig's friend would have survived.
Precisely. Speaking of which, I'd like to get in some...
Are you a keen Wizard chess fan? You knew that boy was going to lose the match.
Also, it's simply not that challenging. The moves are always so obvious. Why does no one...
Do you have a lot of time?
I make the time. There's nothing like swerving through the spires of the castle and a...
Goodbye, Imelda.
Nice meeting you.
I think I heard one. Doubt mermaids find us that interesting. Ah, based on all the chatter when you entered the common room, I'm guessing you're the new 5th year.
Nice to meet you, Ominous.
Well, you...
I'd much rather have arrived on time and without a dragon.
I'm sure. How horrible. Well, it's good to have you in Slytherin. Do let me know if I can be of any help as you navigate your first day.
Were you expecting to be sorted into Slytherin?
Most certainly. My family on my father's side are direct descendants of Salazar Slytherin, one of the 4 founders of Hogwarts. Not something I'm especially proud of, mind you. He was... Unfortunately, most of his descendants do not fall far from that tree.
Did that student say he thought he heard a mermaid?
Yes, but I've never heard of a mermaid showing up outside our common room window. It is fun to play along, though. Been known to keep some first years on the lookout for hours.
Thank you, Ominous. Very nice to meet.
Pleasure was all mine.
Is the new 5th year Slytherin in here? Professor Weasley's waiting for you just by the stairs.
Lumos.
Good morning. I trust you're ready for your first day at Hogwarts?
I've been dreaming of this day for a long time.
Well, you are here. Make the most of it. You only have one first day at Hogwarts. Now, in light of your unique situation, joining us as a fifth year, you'll need, especially as you'll be expected to complete...
OWLs?
Yes, your ordinary wizarding level. After much discussion with the headmaster and the Department of Magical Education at the Ministry... Here you are.
What is it?
It is a wizard's field guide. It will help you to keep track of what you are learning so that you master all that's expected of a fifth year. You would be wise to take full advantage of this exceptionally valuable resource.
Thank you, Professor, but what do you mean it will keep track?
Perhaps seeing it in action will... Walk with me and we shall put it... This way.
I practiced doing a loop-de-loop at the library all summer.
I certainly would have appreciated something like the field guide when I was a student. Using the guide... also train you to be alert to your surroundings. The guide will give you opportunities to practice your magic and educate yourself about wizarding lore. Do keep up! Why don't you cast Revelio on that statue and see what details the field guide can provide?
Revelio.
Clever, isn't it? Keep your eyes open for more opportunities like that, inside and outside of the castle.
Lumos.
Ah, good timing. Perfect opportunity to show you how to use flue flames to get around a bit quicker. Your field guide contains a map of the castle. Open it up and find Central Hall. And here we are. Quite the time saver. These stairs lead directly to Central Hall. You can get almost anywhere in the castle quickly from Central Hall. Always something happening here. It's the heart of the hive. Our King's Cross station, so to speak.
I thought your mother was nice.
That should be all for now. You'll be expected to attend both Charms and Defense Against the Dark Arts classes today. And I'd like to be sure you get to Hogsmeade as soon as possible to replace the supplies you lost on the way here.
What will I learn in Charms class?
Exactly what you might expect. Spell. I think you will enjoy Professor Ronan. He's a clever and entity.
Can you tell me more about the...
Defense Against the Dark Arts, as the name implies, focuses on how to defend oneself against... A mastery of Defense Against the Dark Arts is required for those who aspire to become. Fortunately, we are lucky to have the ever-gifted...
You mentioned Hogsmeade, Professor.
Hogsmeade is the only all-wizarding village in Britain, and is home to an array of shops and pubs. You should be able to find all of the school supplies you require in Hogsmeade. You will also, I imagine, enjoy many...
Thank you, Professor.
A lot to absorb on your first... Happily, your professors have agreed to create additional assignments for you. Judging by your adept use of Revelio earlier, I'd say Professor Fig's...
He did, Professor.
He's been terribly vague as to the events preceding your arrival. Specifically, my suspicion is that there's more to the story than a search for belongings and an extent...
I'm sorry, Professor, but I'm afraid...
Almost precisely... Speak of the devil, Professor Fig.
Oh?
Yes.
Ah, I'm afraid I can't take all the credit there, Professor.
Well, I'm just glad you both are perfectly good boats and carriages to Hogwarts, and you chose to fly in the path of...
I wouldn't say I chose the dragon's path, Professor. Rather unfortunate.
Very well. Enough chit-chat. Might I rely on you, Professor Fig, to explain the details of the...
Of course.
Thank you. Good luck today. And invaluable...
Yes, Professor.
Come and find me in my classroom after you've attended both, and we'll see if we can't get you to Hogsmeade for those supplies.
It's good to see you, Professor.
Did I hear you masterfully evade Professor Weasley?
I did try to evade her questions, though I feel a little deceptive. I'm fairly certain she suspects that...
Yes, well, Professor Weasley is a brilliant and astute witch. We don't know where this path we've embarked upon will lead. It may require a bit more flexibility, and she may feel obliged to share details.
Understood, Professor.
Good. Happily, you have the benefit of an exceptionally skilled team of... Speaking of guides, and so that I may avoid... Why don't I show you the clever ink? Unfold it and have a look. The map is enchanted to help you find your way.
This will be incredibly helpful.
Now, sounds like you've quite a day ahead, what with classes and a trip to Hogsmeade for supplies, including your own wand. You'll enjoy Mr. Ollivander. He's an exceptional craftsman and a good friend. I shall reach out when I have more information about our mysterious locket. For now, focus on your classes and pay attention. More than your owls may hinge on the magic you are able to master within these walls.
I wish I could simply charm my...
I sent a love letter to Imelda Rain.
I never know what to say when I write.
I'm truly sorry.
Professor Ronan tends to go on a bit.
We sometimes have to remind him to finish the lesson.
Here! Behind you! There is an open seat here.
Thank you.
Hello, I am Nettie. So you are the new student. Have you met Professor Ronan yet?
Shall we begin? Welcome to Year 5 of Charms. Now, this will be a crucial year in your education on the art of charm work. But I am confident that we will take hold with the passion and rigor requisite of such a challenge. Right, now, everyone, please open your textbooks to page 517. But before we begin, can anyone here tell me the difference between the incantations of the color change and growth charms? Anyone? Anyone? I am afraid it is too late to study now. My, the summer months must have really taken a toll on you all. By the looks of it, you all spent your holidays practicing Obliviate on one another. Do you even remember how to perform a basic summoning charm? Well, it seems that we are in dire need of review. Everyone get into pairs and take positions on opposite sides of the classroom. Now let's put those textbooks to use as the blunt objects you so believe they are, and take turns summoning them out of one another's hands. Only one book will be needed per partnership, Miss Dale. Thank you. Get into place now.
Accio.
That is not bad.
You are a swift learner. I see a lot of potential, but remember, potential is nothing without practice. Keep at it. You might just rival Miss Onai here. Very good, everyone. That's enough of that. Well, as you all seem to have the basics down, and it is an exceptionally lovely day, I was thinking that we might have ourselves a little excursion outside for a spot of fresh air. After me. I've always found that fun goes hand in hand with mastery, as I'm sure the Quidditch players amongst us would agree, So, what better than a bit of sport to put our prowess with the summoning charm to the test, right? So why don't we have our newest student start us off? Very simply, cast Accio on one of the spheres and relinquish your charm at a possible moment. Now, think. Don't lose your composure. Splendid! Stay focused. That's it! Happens to the best of us. Very good! Points to Slytherin. But there's certainly no sport in playing without some friendly competition. Miss Onai, would you care to give our new student a bit of a challenge? Come on up. You'll be the blues, just as before, and Miss Onai, you are playing red. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Watch this. That is how it's done.
Accio.
Don't lose your...
Be sharp. There we go.
Excellent control there.
Here we go.
Accio.
Well done.
Let us make this a bit more interesting, shall we?
I think we are well past interesting at this point.
I'll say.
Enough chatter. Focus now. You will need it. This round settles it all.
Watch this. Yes! I know everything. But try not to be nervous. You are doing quite well. Be sharp. There we go. Quite impressive.
Very good, both of you. Well done. Class is dismissed. Gather your things on the way out.
Well done back there. You took the loss in stride. Didn't want to go too easy on you. Took me weeks to become proficient with Accio. Took weeks for me to get anything right when I transferred here. It gets easier, I promise.
That's good to hear. It's a lot to take in all at once.
To put it lightly, I remember how I felt when I first arrived. I transferred here from Ouagadougou just before my 4th year. My mother received an offer to teach divination here. Before I knew it, we had left Uganda and were halfway around the world at a new school in a new country.
Is Ouagadougou much bigger than Hogwarts?
Ouagadougou School of Magic is the largest wizarding school in the... But it never seemed intimidating or overwhelming to me.
Is Ouagadougou a castle, like Hogwarts?
Its address is Mountains of the Moon. I remember the first time I saw it, and then it just materialized before me.
This may seem an odd question.
Mostly, yes. But I did have to learn how to use a wand when I arrived here.
You can cast spells?
Oh, yes. I find wandless magic to be much more instinctive. Not to mention quite convenient if one is with. I must admit, however, that I am growing quite fond.
It's nice to learn about another wizarding.
Thank you for asking. I do miss Ouagadougou, but I am glad to... I think Professor Ronan wants to talk to you. But until next time.
Of course, you can use Accio on humans, if you're so
A word,
inclined.
if you would.
Well, you'd be using it on clothing.
You wanted to speak with me, Professor?
You know
I did.
it won't work on humans.
I trust your first charms lesson lived up to expectation?
Well, an outdoor competition wasn't exactly the lesson I was expecting, sir.
What charm is there in the expected? Miss Onai is a talented witch. Take it in stride. One often gains the most from the battles one has lost.
Of course, Professor. It was a challenging match.
Miss Onai is always a fierce competitor, though I sense that she is a bit distracted of late. Now, Professor Weasley has asked that your professors give you instruction outside of the ordinary curriculum. Expect to hear from me soon regarding a special assignment that I am preparing for you.
Hello there. Aren't you?
you've got.
Levioso!
Professor Hecat!
Perhaps you'd be good enough to blast each other to pieces on your own time. I get new students every year, but I only have one Hebridean black skull. It was a token from the Great Poacher Raid of 1878. No doubt you've heard of it. Now, you may be asking yourself how an old woman like me single-handedly took out the largest poacher ring in eastern Wales and lived to boast about it. Knowledge. To the wise, age matters very little. Today we will review a spell that has saved me from death at the hands of dark wizards more times than I care to remember. Levioso.
Levioso? A levitation charm?
Levioso! A surprised opponent is a weak opponent. Care to defend yourself, Master Pruitt? No? One thing I've learned as an unspeakable is the value of simplicity, especially in the heat of battle. Now, let's practice what we've just learned, starting with something small.
Levioso.
Now, let's try something a little larger. Let us begin with the basic cast. See how the dummy deflected your cast? This time, cast Levioso first, then the basic cast. Remember, a surprised opponent is a weak opponent. As Master Pruitt... Levioso! Well done. Very good, but the best way to practice is by dueling. We'll start with you two. Duelists, take your marks.
Time for a proper Hogwarts welcome.
Now, I want a fair duel, using only Levioso, basic cast, and Protego. You may begin.
Levioso. This should be easy.
Levioso!
Good form.
I know.
Lucky.
Nothing lucky about it. Levioso!
Class, I hope you were paying attention. That is how you cast
For your
Levioso.
first duel.
Let's just say I'm a quick learner.
I do enjoy a lively duel.
Not bad for a beginner. You give as good as you get.
I put you on the spot, and you rose to the challenge. Points to Slytherin.
Thank you, Professor Hecat. Glad to have the opportunity to practice.
If what I've seen today is any indication, we can expect great things from you. I demand excellence from my students. They are capable of achieving it, and they must achieve it. A classroom duel is one thing, but battling dark wizards, or as ever more likely, goblins, is a different kettle of Grindylows entirely.
Understood, Professor.
So, I'd advise you to keep practicing whenever you can. Perhaps Mr. Sallow will have some ideas for you. Again, well done today. I shall reach out soon with additional assignments. All right. That's enough spectacle for one day. Class is dismissed.
If you know the right spells, it's dark wizards that'll fear you, not the other way around.
Nice work.
I enjoyed that.
Well, that duel was quite something.
It was certainly good practice.
Practice? Felt more like I was dueling an expert. Didn't expect a new student to be so deft with a wand. Then again, perhaps this wasn't your first duel.
In fact, it was. Perhaps I...
Be coy if you like, but I know better. Magic requires... You know, you might be a perfect fit.
Exclusive and unsanctioned.
Excellent. Knew I was right about you. If you want to get the most out of your time at Hogwarts, you're going to need to break the rule. Whether it's joining a secret dueling club, you just have to be clever enough not to get caught.
Thank you, Sebastian. I'll keep that in mind.
Good. Pleasure chatting with you. Perhaps somewhere unsanctioned? We'll see if your performance today was sheer luck. Look for Luke and Brattleby near the clock tower entrance. If you're interested. Till next time.
You drilled Sebastian. He's strong competition. Well done.
I'd hate to face Professor Hecat in a duel.
Again. Here I've come from the toilet bowl. Said I could swim, did you, Praxia Mole? As long as we're only one time per week, I can plunge the boys' lavatory, not for the leak.
Glad you could make it. Lucan's just over there.
Revelio. Lumos. Accio. Levioso. Revelio.
Can I help you?
Sebastian told me to see you about a club.
If Sebastian vouches for you, that's all I need to know. I coordinate duels for crossed ones. A dueling club of sorts. It's invitation only, so you must have really impressed Sebastian.
I'm flattered to hear that.
Imagine it's quite something to see the two of you duel.
How does cross wands work exactly?
You show up, I match you with other duelists, and whoever is still standing in the end. It's our way of determining the school's greatest duelist. And to liven things up, the win...
Of course.
I agree. Your first time I'll pair you with Sebastian. Next time, you'll need to bring a partner along, or duel alone. So,
Get me in the ring.
We'll make you regret signing up.
Confringo is You're better than that! Confringo! Levioso!
Act like a winner! Some big hits that round.
nice work. Sebastian, there's strong competition ahead, but keep this up and you could be the next school champion.
Brilliant.
I shall. Again, congratulations on your first... Hope to see you back here again.
Revelio.
I feel sorry for your next opponent.
Just wait till I've grown a bit, then we'll see how well you do.
Revelio. Lumos. Levioso. Accio. Revelio. 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 Lumos. Levioso. Accio. Revelio. Revelio.
What about the room, Professor?
I was thinking the same thing, Deke. Perhaps you could help.
Oh, excuse, Deke.
Ah, there you are. I trust your first classes went well?
They did, Professor.
I heard as much from Professors Hecat and Ronan. Seems Professor Fig taught you quite a bit before you arrived. I'd wager there's a good deal more to your travels here than what you've told me, isn't there?
Nothing more, Professor.
I see. Like trying to get a sonnet from a streeler. Regardless, you must continue to build upon what you've learned. In that regard, I've asked your professors to help hasten your progress with some extra assignments.
Professor Ronan did mention something about that.
In fact, Professor Ronan will meet you outside momentarily to assign your first one. Now, regarding the trip to Hogsmeade I mentioned earlier, we've arranged to replace the supplies lost on your way here, including seeds, potion recipes, and spellcrafts.
Thank you, Professor.
And Mr. Ollivander will connect you with the perfect wand. You've managed your classes well with a borrowed wand, but you'll find the magic you cast with your own wand to be far superior.
Can you tell me more about the potions shop?
J. Pippin's Potions stocks a wide array of potions. Professor Sharp asked that they have a couple of...
I've never heard of a spell.
A spellcraft is... I shall explain more about them when...
There's an Ollivander's in Hogsmeade.
There is. Most people are familiar with the shop in Mr. Ollivander is a genuine craft. I would trust no one else to pair me with a wand.
I'm eager to get to Hogsmeade.
Very well. I'd like you to make your first visit to the village with a... perhaps Sebastian Sallow or Natsai Onai. I've noticed you spent...
I'd like to go with Natty.
She'll keep you well clear of any of...
Rookwood?
Once you've finished Professor Ronan's assignment, your friend will meet you at the castle. No time to waste. The sooner you complete your work, the sooner you can enjoy a butterbeer at the Three Brew.
Revelio. Revelio.
Ah, there you are.
You have a new spell to teach me, Professor.
Indeed I do, and an exceedingly useful one at that, the mending charm Reparo. Fixes things right up, makes a broken object good as new in the blink of an eye.
It seems as if that might come in handy.
More frequently than one would imagine. As Professor Weasley mentioned, I am not the only one who will be teaching you spells outside of class in an effort to catch you up with your peers. A number of your professors have agreed to do so as well, but first, each shall ask that you complete a few preliminary tasks to hone your magic. I have arranged some for today. See them through and then report back to me. We will have you casting Reparo.
Why must I first complete tasks to learn?
No lesson or lecture can compare to such experience is in...
I'll start on the task right... Revelio. This is the right area. I wonder where the flying page is. Levioso! Accio! Revelio! Accio! Got it. A flying page must be around here somewhere. Revelio!
Oh, my exams. Not one of them deserves more than it. If someone gets struck like this...
Accio! Brilliant.
I trust the preliminary tasks.
I completed the assignments, Professor.
Marvelous. You clearly know your way around. Let us give the old mending charm. Remember to be deliberate in your enunciation and movements.
Yes, sir.
Remember, your wand is a conduit of your magic. That's it! Very good. If you would like to practice mending something, have a go with that broken statue in the alcove by the water. It allegedly symbolized heartbreak. Perhaps a jilted lover thought it too accurate and lashed out.
Reparo.
Nicely done. Works like a charm, doesn't it?
Revelio. Revelio. Lumos. Levioso. Reparo. Revelio.
I was going to try out for the Quidditch team this year.
I think Madame Kagawa's brother is a professional Quidditch player.
There's something in there.
Lumos.
Just know it.
Revelio. Lumos. Levioso. Reparo. Hello. I don't believe we've met.
Oh, hello. I'm Lenora. Pardon me. Everyone thinks I'm utterly balmy. Samantha thinks I'm potty. But it's this. If I know Hogwarts, and I do, an empty frame doesn't appear for no reason. There's something more.
Have you gained any insights about the painting since you've been studying it? Are there any other empty paintings like...
Yes, a few. This entire place is somewhat of a riddle, to be honest. If I can work out the riddle of this one, I'll know what to do with all of them.
If I have the time, I may look.
I've been racking my brains.
Revelio.
Do come
Lumos.
and find me if you stumble on something.
That spot must be a clue. I should look around in case it's nearby. This looks like the location from the painting. What could be so special about it? Let's get you back to your frame, little moth.
I took my copy and walked out.
Ha! I knew there was a connection. I should tell Lenora that I solved the puzzle of that empty frame.
Rumor has it that
Accio. Lenora, I solved the mystery.
You did?
I found the location depicted in the painting, and then I cast Lumos to...
All very logical, I suppose. You have a knack for solving riddles. Natty's good at that too. So is Meat. Well, I'm glad someone figured it out. The moth! I should have seen that.
Lumos. Revelio.
haven't been down to the boat club since arriving in
Oh dear.
Is everything all right?
Oh, hello. Thank you for asking. I'm Cressida, by the way. You see, I'm fond of creating my own charms. Thought I'd perfected my light as a feather charm to use on my library books. My arms get so tired carrying them around all day. But I must have confused the Latin word for feather with bird in my incantation, because when I opened my bag just now in the library, they literally took flight.
That sounds brilliant, actually.
I collect the books and remove the charm myself, except this isn't the first time one of my... Amit told Madame Scribner they were my books flying around, so she said that if perhaps you could get them for me. There are only 5.
Why did Army tell Madame Scrib?
Oh, to be perfectly honest, I don't think he meant any harm. I think he was impressed, bragging on my behalf. Amit spends a lot of time gazing at the stars, but he knows a good charm when he sees one.
I suppose I could help, if I have the time.
Oh, I'd very much appreciate it. One of the book. If you could collect them and bring...
I'm going to have to use Accio to get to those books. Got it. Only 4 more to go. Revelio. Lumos. Revelio.
Off on another adventure, are we?
Accio! This must be Cressida's diary. I'd want this back too if I were her. Revelio. Revelio. Accio. Revelio. Revelio. Accio. That's the last book. Now to take them back to Cressida.
Honestly, the way some of those...
Revelio. Lumos.
find it too distracting.
Revelio.
It's a relief to finally have an answer as to why that portrait was empty.
Hello, Cressida. I collected your books, including your diary.
Oh, what a relief. Thank you. I'll happily take the heavy lot.
Here you are.
Well, now, to work out where I went wrong. Thank goodness some people are trustworthy. Certainly wouldn't want anyone but me reading my diary.
Sharp was in a mood.
Revelio.
I used to write to my parents every week. Now I can't remember the last time. I wonder if they know I'm still alive.
Oh.
You can't
Revelio.
imagine how inconvenient travel was before I invented blue powder.
I was trying to for an hour here today. You know, why I was late. You need to know.
Hello, looking for me?
Natty, I hope I haven't kept you waiting long.
Not at all. Professor Weasley tells me that you need to go to Hogsmeade. You must be eager to have your own things again. And to see the village.
I've been looking forward to it.
Good. Shall we set off? I intend to give you a first-rate Hogsmeade experience. I was glad Professor Weasley asked me to accompany you.
Really?
Yes, I had planned to extend an invitation to you myself. I thought you might enjoy a butterbeer in the village.
Revelio.
The timing of Professor Weasley's owl was perfect. I cannot tell you how nice it is to breathe fresh air after being cooped up in ancient rooms. Grave mistake to take it as an elective class, believe me.
I believe you.
Though I suppose you would not really call it elective when your mother was the one who elected that you take it. Hogsmeade is beautiful this time of year. Everyone will tell you to visit at Christmas. But that's one of the few times of year I would rather be indoors.
Not much for the cold, are you?
Oh, I do not mind the cold so much, but it has taken some getting used to. I did not grow up around snow. Oh, wait, over here. I often spot lacewing flies in this area.
Oh? What's so special about them?
They are interesting to look at, but if you stew them, you can also use them in potion making.
Revelio. Reparo. Lumos.
Look, from the Forbidden Forest. Hippogriffs. I wonder if something startled them. I heard rumors that hippogriffs had been spotted nearby.
Do you think Poppy's already seen the hippogriffs?
Absolutely.
Likely already named them too.
Prance Hoof and Sugarfoot.
That's the Forbidden Forest on the left. Limits to students, as the name implies.
Why is it off limits?
The professors claim it is too dangerous. I think that calling it forbidden only makes it more alluring. Ah, there's Hogsmeade over the crest. Past that ruin. I would spend all of my time exploring if I could.
I confess I was surprised when Professor Weasley mentioned that you knew the area, since you're relatively new here.
She said that? She knows more about it than I thought. I will say, while I certainly learn a great deal in class, much can be gleaned outside of the castle walls.
Levioso. Accio. Revelio. Lumos. Levioso. Accio. Levioso. Revelio.
How are you settling in? I remember the weeks that followed my arrival feeling quite strange. Everything was so new and unfamiliar.
I'm getting used to things. What about you? Do you finally feel settled?
I still miss my homeland. But it is beautiful here too. And getting out of the castle and exploring helped me to adjust quite a bit. Hogwarts has become something of a home now, I would say. Hopefully it will for you too.
Revelio.
I was distracted by
Mr. Moon! He is the Hogwarts caretaker. Looks a bit worse for wear. Huh? Hello, Mr. Moon. Have you met our new fifth year?
Pleasure. You might want to turn back, Miss Onai.
Revelio.
Run.
Is everything all right, sir?
Oh, it looked right at me. Eyes big as saucers. Huh?
What did Mr. Moon?
Jemmy, guys. Ugly and airy and terrifying. I shall be at the castle where it's safe. Good luck to both of you.
Poor Mr. Moon. A demiguise. I think he had too much fun in the village. I will say that I have never seen him in such a state. Nearly there. There is much to see outside of the castle walls, not just Hogsmeade.
Revelio.
I am happy to explore whenever you'd like. What they are about goblins and such, it might be nice to have a friend with you.
I'll keep that in mind, Natty. Thank you. Revelio.
And here we are. It is hard to know where to start. The Three Broomsticks is the place for butterbeer. And you can get any sweet you can imagine at Honeydew's. I could not choose a favorite shop here. It changes with every visit. I can tell you that you are certain to find everything you need in Hogsmeade.
Yes, likely his experiences in Jamaica, from a muggle town, apparently.
Revelio.
Yes, that's what I've heard. And then his family when they came to Hogsmeade.
Professor Weasley said that you need to get potion recipes, spellcrafts, some seeds, and...
a new wand.
Of course! You will enjoy Mr. Ollivander, and I am keen to see what you will do with a wand of your own. You should be able to collect everything you need and still have time to explore a little as well. Experience Hogsmeade at your own pace. We can meet up in the town circle when you are finished. Enjoy yourself. I will see you soon.
Revelio.
Only a hairy-hearted sod.
Merlin's blooming, not again. I'll be right with... Ah, it's you. Just a moment, please.
Hello, sir. I'm looking for...
For a new wand, yes. It's about time.
Yes, about time?
Well, you're our new fifth-year student, are you not? Oh, what am I saying? Of course you are. Gerbold Ollivander's the name. But of course, you'll have heard of the Ollivanders, I'm sure. Finest wand makers in the world. It's a pleasure to meet you, truly. Now, come with me. Let's find you the perfect wand, shall we? No, not you. Yes. Yes. Powerful core. 10.5 inches. You might do. Here, give this one a try. Well, go ahead, swish. How odd. Once more, come on, really swish it. Oh dear. Well, this isn't a good match at all, is it? We'll find you something, not to worry. No, not you. Perhaps. Yes. A rare wood, 13 3/4 inches, dragon heartstring. Let's give this one a try. Oh, goodness. Looks like it's back to the shelf for you. This is proving to be trickier than I had anticipated. How perplexing. Where are you? Perhaps you? There you are. Yes, I think you might be the one. Here, take it.
Curious indeed.
How intriguing.
Curious indeed.
How intriguing. Phoenix feather. Exceptionally rare, and a core with a strong sense of initiative. A dragon heartstring wand is most powerful and learns quickly.
Curious indeed.
What do you think? Extraordinary. Another wand, another beginning of a bright and magical future. Now, how did that feel?
Good. Different. I sensed a sort of surge of some kind.
A match. Your connection seemed particularly powerful. The right wand will learn from you, just as you learn from it.
I'm eager to try it out.
I would imagine so. A wand with a dragon heartstring core is capable of dazzling magic. And the bond between you and your wand should only grow stronger. Do not be surprised at your new one's ability to perceive your intentions, particularly in a moment of need.
That sounds wonderful, Mr. Ollivander.
I'll let you get to it. Do come and see me again if ever I can be of further assistance.